And we're back here in Dark Souls Remastered, here at Firelink Shrine again, yet again, with Zigmire staring at us. Last time we went back to the Undead Asylum and killed the stray demon. This time, we are going to... I'm thinking I might take this opportunity to do a little bit of leveling up. And I think I'm gonna get 1 point of vitality and 1 point of dexterity, so that'll bring me up to level 40. And my strength is 16, my dexterity is 15, my faith is still 14 from the very beginning of the game. If you see the text down there at the bottom change, by the way, from controller icons to keyboard icons, that means I've reached over to my keyboard and hit the button that mutes my microphone. So, well, it looks like that's all I can get, so that's as good as I can do for now. So at least we won't lose any souls, because we're about to head down into Blight Town. For those playing along with the home game, my goal now is to go down to Blight Town, and from there I will head to the Great Hollow and Ash Lake. And after that I think I'm going to go to Darkroot Basin and the Valley of the Drakes. I think that is an okay order to do these things. I'm not really sure. So as we recall, there's an elevator here that goes down to the new Londo Ruins, which we ran through very quickly many videos ago as we were on our way back from Blight Town. So it's still a dark and spooky place. There is a possibility that we might have an exciting encounter in just a moment. We got a bunch of hollows hanging around here. The new Londo Ruins. Well, maybe we won't have an exciting encounter. So while I'm here this time, I'm actually going to walk down these stairs and talk to this guy. He's hiding out here in this cell. You know, actually, before I do that, I want to, let me try something here. I'm gonna see if I can equip my binoculars and use these for the first time in this playthrough, if I can remember how to do this. X. I'm looking over there in the distance. I feel like, yeah, I can zoom in with my D-pad up arrow, up and down arrow. I'm not seeing anything, so we're just gonna pan around here. This is the new Londo Ruins. We will be coming back here someday to fight our way through this area, but not quite yet. We will have to go this way to get to the Four Kings, which is one of the 4 Lord Souls that we need to get. How do I get out of here? X again? Yes, X again gets us out of the binoculars. Excellent. Okay, so let's talk to this this guy here in the cell.
Well, this is unusual. You haven't lost your head. And more importantly, you're free. How on earth? Well, I shouldn't pry. I'm Rickert of Vinheim. I was once an established smith. Look at me now. Can you believe it?
He's a smith.
What is it? Have you? Oh no. Don't worry. I've no intention of escape. It's safe here. Can't bear the thought of going hollow out there. Although, I must admit, I've not much to occupy myself. How about this? I could forge your weapons, albeit with rather minimal tools. I'll show you what may be the best in Vinheim.
So he's a typical blacksmith. He can make... I want to say, I think that's... Is that divine weapons, or is that sorcery weapons? I feel like he's the one that you come to if you want to make sorcery weapons, like magic weapons. And you can bring him an ember to make better magic weapons. So if you're playing a sorcerer, this is probably the guy that you want to come to make your awesome sorcery weapons. He can repair as usual. I don't need to repair anything. He's got a few spells for sale. Soul Arrow and Heavy Soul Arrow. He's got a Catalyst, and that's it. But, yeah, I think the main thing that you do with him is make your sorcery weapons. Let's talk to him some more.
What is it? There's nothing to talk about. We're both cursed, undead. But what's there really to moan about?
Well, that wasn't very much.
Oh, Big Hat. Of course I've heard of him. Who hasn't in Vinheim? He was a royal member of Dragon School until he turned undead. I hear he was quite the character. Only that was 100 years ago. What interest have you in the old eccentric now?
Well, I just talked to him upstairs.
Sorcery? Don't ask me how it actually works. We only fiddle and forge until it works itself in. That's how we do it in Vinheim, at least. We prefer to leave the theorizing to those uppity scholars.
You know, it just occurred to me to wonder if some of the item descriptions have talked about a certain surreptitious sorcerer, like with the Dragon Crest ring. I wonder if that's talking about old Big Hat Logan. I wonder if that's the surreptitious sorcerer. Or is it this guy? Is it Rickert, who is the surreptitious sorcerer?
What is it? There's nothing to talk about. We're both cursed, undead.
Alright, we've heard that before. I think that's his last line.
What is
Yep,
it?
alright. So we've exhausted his dialogue. He doesn't have any gestures for us.
Come back soon. Smithing helps soothe my nerves. Don't let me wither away out of idleness.
So I'm just going to guess that this is the certain surreptitious sorcerer. It's so hard to find the menu button on the PS4 controller. So I'm still getting used to this new PS4 controller. I've switched from an Xbox 360 controller to a PS4 controller. Let me... Where was that ring? Secretly worn by a certain surreptitious sorcerer at Vinheim Dragon School. Oh, so this guy is Rickert. Rickert? I think it's Rickert from Vinheim. So that might be the surreptitious sorcerer. You lost a ring somewhere along the way. The other thing I want to do actually is make some changes to my outfit. Looking for something with good poison resistance now as we're heading down into the Blight Town swamp. Oh wow. The tattered cloth robe has an awesome poison resistance. That's the Pyromancy robe, I think. Black leather gloves, black sorcerer gauntlets. Tattered cloth, wow. That's just crazy high poison resistance. That's way better than the, I thought the thief gear was one of the best poison resistance. But it sure looks like the Pyromancy set has the best poison resistance that I've seen. Alright, so we're going to go up these stairs. We're not going to have our exciting encounter that I thought we might have. We're back here in the Valley of the Drakes. I mentioned that we were going to go to the Valley of Drakes, so we are going to come back here in, I don't know how many videos it'll be from now, but relatively soon. We're going to go back down that way. I don't know if we're going to go from this direction or another direction. So we're going to run back into Blight Town now. I just remembered that I forgot to put on my other rings. Just to prepare, I'm going to put on Poison Bite and Rusted Iron Ring for when we get down to the bottom of the swamp. I'm actually thinking I'm just going to try to run through these guys. Oops. Which is so far turning out to be a terrible idea. Welcome back to Blight Town. Find these ladder. Now, actually, I maybe should have put on a bleed resistance. Okay, how do we get down from here? Here we go. I'm gonna try out this sword on a crag spider. Probably resists fire, so this is a bad idea, probably. Oh, mosquito. Missed. 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 Finally. Alright, where's the next ladder? I get lost on where the ladders are on the way down here. Oh, camera just flew around in some crazy random direction. Ah! Leave me alone, mosquitoes. That was an item. What is this item? It's a dung pie. Oh, I bet one of the barbarians probably fell down. Okay, so that is that way is where we dealt with all those snipers trying to get the Firekeeper soul. We are making our way down to the elevator. Let's try the lightning against... Oh, lightning way better against the crag spiders. Fire is no good against those guys. Okay, so here we are at the elevator. Gonna make our way down to the bottom. Try to remember where to jump off so we don't go down into the swamp water itself. There we go. Probably could just jump down there, but I'm gonna climb down. I'm looking out around here to see if I see what I'm thinking I might see, but I don't see anything. I'm gonna go to the bonfire and rest there, just make sure I don't... in case I get killed, so I'll respawn here. Here we are, at the lower Blight Town bonfire. Something else I want to do while I'm here is, let me equip some poison moss. I got 29 purple moss clumps. Oh, I can just one-shot these guys with the lightning spear. I think is now up to +4. Okay, before I go to the left... Now, if you'll recall, I explored this side of the swamp. And that is Quelag's domain back there. But I never explored the other side of the swamp. So that's one thing I'm going to do here. Get rid of these stupid mosquitoes that are just constant annoyance. Now you may recall when I did explore this side of the swamp, I didn't find anything over here. Oops, I got poisoned. Ah, I think I may have mentioned that I was looking for something that I didn't find. And the NPC I was looking for is now here. I'm trying to get rid of this stupid mosquito. The question is, you know, I kind of feel like... Okay. So there's a woman here in black robes sitting on the ground, and I'm afraid that I'm gonna be attacked from behind by a mosquito, but it doesn't look like they're coming after me. So, master ahead, it says. So let's talk to her and see what she says. Let me just double check to make sure I'm not going to get hit by a mosquito.
A mere undead, yet you can see me. Fascinating. I am Quelana of Izalith. I am not often revealed to walkers of flesh. You have a gift. Are you too one who seeks my pyromancy, like Salomon?
Why, yes, I would like to know more about pyromancy.
Yes, of course. It should be expected. Very well. You shall be my pupil, but to pursue my pyromancy, you must give something up. Are you prepared to do this?
It depends on what it is you want. If it's just souls you want, that's fine, but... otherwise, maybe not. So... Alright, let me look at what she has first. She has Pyromancies for sale, which is cool. She has a fireball. Oh, okay. So I'm going to buy a fireball from her because there was one time when I kind of wished I had a fireball and I didn't have one. So I'm going to get that. She's got a bunch of cool pyromancy spells here. I've never really done a whole lot with pyromancy, so I don't really know what most of these do. Great Combustion is just like a stronger version of Combustion, which is it's basically like a melee pyromancy attack. Fire Whip, I think, is similar to the thing that the crag spiders do. So I want to buy something from her.
Now go. Whatever you do, do not crack and go hollow, lest my time spent on you be wasted.
Yeah, I do want to buy something from her, but I want to make sure it's something that's unique to her. I'm gonna break a bunch of souls here.
Ah, there you are. I was expecting you. Let us begin.
And I think I'm going to get the Fire Orb. Pyromancy, which improves upon Fireball. Hurl a Fire Orb. The flaming Fire Orb explodes upon impact, causing fire splash damage in a spectacle, which seems to symbolize the strength of the fire-manipulating Pyromancers. I'm going to just grab that. The cool thing about Pyromancy is that it doesn't require any stats to do any of this stuff. You just have to grab the spell and go. I might also grab something else. Maybe Fire Whip, Undead Rapport, Advanced Pyromancy of Quelana of Izalith. Charm undead and gain temporary allies. The living are lured by flame, and this relationship is part and parcel to the art of pyromancy. Can be used by either gender. You know, I've never seen that before. I think I'm going to grab that, because it definitely says it's a pyromancy of Quelana of Izalith, so I'm going to grab that. The reason I want something specific to her will become apparent later on. Let me talk to her some more.
Long ago, I accepted another pupil like yourself. Over 200 years ago, there was a man almost as bungling as you. In your world, he was called Salomon, the Master Pyromancer. The little rascal really made something of himself.
Really?
Pyromancy is the art of invoking and manipulating fire. But remember one thing. Always fear the flame, lest you be devoured by it and lose yourself. I would hate to see that happen again.
So something must have happened to Salomon.
Pyromancy is the art of but
So that's the same dialogue.
to see.
I think she said his name was Salomon.
Now go. Whatever you do, do not
crack and go hollow. I always forget the names that these people use. I pretty much always have to look it up on Wikipedia or something. But I think she said his name was Salomon, is apparently a pupil of hers from the past who went hollow, cracked and went hollow. So we'll make a mental note of that, because we might actually see him later on. If my memory of the Demon Ruins and the Izalith area is correct, which is not certain at all. Whoops. Okay, so I'm going to run back to the bonfire, and I think I will have to call that the end of this video. So we came all the way down to Blight Town. We found Quelana, the Pyromancy instructor. And that's as far as we got. Hard to do a lot in 20-minute videos. Anyway, unless you're doing a speed run, but I am not doing a speed run. So I will see you next time when we will continue to explore the other side of the swamp down here in Blight Town. See you later.